Hello and welcome. My name is Sinan, and today I invite you to join me on an extraordinary journey. We are venturing into the heart of the Aegean. We are venturing into the Ionian Seas to explore a realm of myth, to explore its beauty, to explore breathtaking natural wonder. This is a land scattered with jewels of earth and stone, the Greek islands. For millennia, they have been cradles of civilization. They have been havens for wildlife. They have been a source of endless fascination for humankind. Many have heard their names whispered on the winds, but to truly understand their magic, one must look closer. Today, we will be landing on the shores of 5 spectacular islands. Each one is a world unto itself. Each has a unique story etched into its cliffs. Each has a distinct character shaped over centuries by the forces of nature and by the hands of humanity. Our first destination is an island born of cataclysmic fire, Santorini. What we see today, a crescent-shaped archipelago, is the remnant of that blast. Around 3,600 years ago, one of the largest eruptions in human history. It blew the heart out of a single circular island called Thera, collapsing into the sea and forming the water-filled caldera we see today. The cliffs plunge hundreds of meters into the deep blue, proof of that violent past. They are a layered cake of volcanic history. Red pumice, black pumice, gray pumice. It is upon these sheer, unforgiving precipices that human ingenuity has found a remarkable foothold. The iconic whitewashed village of Oya clinging to the cliff. Fira perched on the rim doing the same. They appear like a dusting of fresh snow against dark volcanic rock. These brilliant white buildings serve a purpose beyond mere aesthetics. The stark white color, achieved with lime-based plaster, was historically used for its antiseptic properties, and crucially, to reflect the intense summer sun, keeping interiors naturally cool. The curved roofs and cave-like structures known as hyposkafa were dug into the softer volcanic rock. The volcanic soil, while seemingly inhospitable, is remarkably fertile. The Assyrtiko grape, for instance, thrives here, producing a crisp, dry white wine renowned for its minerality. And the teardrop-shaped Santorini tomato, small and intensely flavorful. For a few precious moments, the entire caldera is bathed in hues of orange, pink, violet. It is a spectacle that draws the world to its cliffs, a daily reminder of the profound and powerful beauty that can emerge from a violent and fiery past. We travel now to an island with a different, but no less powerful energy, Mykonos. Known in antiquity as the Island of the Winds, the Meltemi winds sweep the Aegean. The iconic windmills, sentinels on the hills above Mykonos town. Not just picturesque, once industrial engines, Kora, the main town, a masterclass in defensive, practical architecture, a deliberately confusing labyrinth of narrow, winding alleyways and whitewashed cubic houses, designed to disorient and deter pirates. Today, that defense is one of the town's greatest charms. Little Venice, buildings right at the water, colorful wooden balconies overhanging the sea. Built by wealthy sea merchants to load goods from ships. Beyond Kora, the coastline unfolds into magnificent beaches. Paradise, super paradise, famous for lively beach clubs and crystal-clear water. Fine golden sand and impossibly turquoise water, result of granite geology. Beaches softened by eroded granite particles. As night falls, Mykonos reveals a new energy. Beach club time-lapse from day to night. Waves give way to the beat of music. Nighttime alleys filled with people, tranquil paradise by day, electrifying party capital by night, ancient traditions, modern hedonism, together under the moonlit Aegean sky. Our journey now takes us south, to the largest and most populous of the Greek islands. This is Crete, an island so vast and diverse it feels like a country in its own right. It is a land of towering mountains, deep gorges, and a coastline that stretches for over 1,000 kilometers. But more than that, Crete is the birthplace of one of Europe's first advanced civilizations, the Minoans. Over 4,000 years ago, while much of Europe was still in the Stone Age, the Minoans were building magnificent palaces, creating stunning art, and developing a sophisticated society. The legendary Palace of Knossos, near the modern city of Heraklion, stands as the epicenter of this ancient world. It was a sprawling complex of over 1,300 rooms connected by corridors and staircases, and adorned with vibrant frescoes depicting scenes of daily life, nature, and mysterious rituals. Walking through its ruins, one can almost hear the echoes of this lost civilization. The Minoans were remarkable engineers, creating advanced plumbing and drainage systems. The island's geography is as dramatic as its history. The White Mountains, or Lefka Ori, dominate the western part of the island, their peaks often capped with snow well into the spring. Carved into this formidable landscape is the Samaria Gorge, one of the longest in Europe. To trek through this gorge is to journey through geological time. The path follows a riverbed past ancient cypress trees and sheer rock walls that soar hundreds of meters high, culminating at the Iron Gates, where the gorge narrows to just a few meters wide. This diverse landscape gives rise to an equally diverse and celebrated cuisine. Cretan food is the epitome of the healthy Mediterranean diet. The island's fertile plains and sun-drenched hillsides produce an abundance of high-quality olive oil, from the Venetian harbor of Chania with its elegant lighthouse to the palm-fringed beach of Vai and the secluded coves of the southern coast. Crete offers an endless array of experiences. It is a place where myth and history are intertwined, where majestic nature provides a stunning backdrop for a rich and resilient culture, a true continent in miniature. We now sail to the Dodecanese archipelago, to an island steeped in history and legend, Rhodes. Its strategic location at the crossroads of Europe, the Middle East and Africa has made it a coveted prize for empires. But one order left the most indelible mark, the Knights of St. John. Fleeing Jerusalem in the 14th century, they made Rhodes their headquarters and turned the city into an impregnable fortress. Step inside the old town walls and you're transported to the Middle Ages. It's one of Europe's best-preserved medieval cities and a living UNESCO World Heritage Site. Formidable walls, moats, and bastions showcase brilliant military architecture. Inside, the Street of the Knights, a perfectly preserved cobbled lane, leads to the Palace of the Grand Master. The palace served as the administrative center and residence of the Knights' leader. But Rhodes's history goes further back. In antiquity, it was a maritime and commercial powerhouse. Its most famous monument, the Colossus of Rhodes, a gigantic bronze Helios said to straddle the harbor. The Acropolis of Lindos, perched above a turquoise bay, links classical ruins with medieval walls. The coastline is equally impressive. Eastern beaches like Falaraki and Sambica, where the calm, warm waters are perfect for swimming. The western coast, windier and wilder, is a playground for windsurfers, especially Prasonisi. At Prasonisi's tip, a sandspit joins a small island. Mediterranean calm on one side, Aegean waves on the other. Rhodes is layers. Walk among ancient Greeks, medieval knights, Ottoman rulers in a single day. From forested interior mountains to sun-drenched coastline, Rhodes is a bridge between ages and cultures. For our final destination, we venture west to the Ionian Sea and to an island of a different color, Corfu. Unlike the arid, sun-baked landscapes of many Aegean islands, Corfu is a place of astonishing greenness. Heavy winter rains and a humid climate have blessed it with a lush blanket of vegetation, earning it the nickname the Emerald Isle of Greece. It is covered with millions of olive trees, some of them centuries old, their silver-green leaves shimmering in the gentle Ionian light. This verdant landscape is complemented by a unique architectural heritage. For over 400 years, Corfu was under Venetian rule, and their influence is everywhere. Here, you will not find the typical whitewashed cubes of the Cyclades. Instead, you see tall, pastel-colored buildings with tiled roofs and green shutters, lining narrow, winding streets known as Cantunia. The Liston, a grand arcade with elegant arches, modeled on the Rue de Rivoli in Paris, is the heart of the city's social life. The island's fortifications tell a story of strategic importance. The old fortress, the new fortress. Standing on the ramparts of the old fortress, one is afforded a magnificent panoramic view of the town, the turquoise sea, and the distant mountains of Albania. These fortresses were so effective that Corfu was one of the few parts of Greece never to fall under Ottoman control, allowing its unique European character to flourish. Corfu's coastline is a masterpiece of natural artistry. The northern and western coasts are famed for their dramatic cliffs and stunning bays. Places like Paleokastritsa are a postcard come to life, a series of coves with crystal-clear emerald waters. surrounded by green hillsides thick with olive trees and cypress trees. The Canal d'Amour in Santorini is another natural wonder, a narrow channel carved by the sea into the soft sandstone cliffs, surrounded by legends of love and romance for those who swim through it. From the dramatic cliffs of the west to the gentle, family-friendly beaches of the east. It is an island that has inspired artists and writers for centuries. Its combination of lush green landscapes, elegant Venetian architecture, and some of the clearest waters in the Mediterranean creates a refined and deeply romantic atmosphere. It is a fittingly serene and beautiful end to our island odyssey. And so our journey through these 5 remarkable islands comes to a close. We have witnessed landscapes forged by volcanoes, walked streets built for knights, and stood in the birthplace of a great civilization. From the fiery sunsets of Santorini to the emerald waters of Corfu, each island has shared with us a piece of its unique soul. But this is merely a glimpse. There are thousands of islands in these seas, each with its own story, its own secrets, waiting to be discovered. The beauty of Greece is not just in its famous destinations, but in its endless diversity. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which of these islands has captured your imagination? Perhaps you have your own favorite Greek island we did not visit today that holds a special place in your heart. Please, share your thoughts and your own travel experiences in the comments below. These stories connect us, and they enrich our collective understanding of these magical places. If this exploration has sparked your curiosity and your desire to see more of our incredible world, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. We have many more journeys planned, many more stories to tell, and we would be honored to have you with us. Thank you for joining me today, for lending me your time and your attention as we explored these jewels of the Greek seas. Until we meet again, may your travels be safe and your discoveries be profound.